Today we will be going over the basics of our navigation application. First, let's talk about the tiles you see on our Zonar shell. We have a larger tile and we have a smaller tile. The larger tile is going to include information such as your destination city and state, your ETA, and the heading that you're traveling. Our smaller tile is going to be a quick press button to get to our Enter a New Destination page. Once you first click on our larger tile, you'll be taken to a map where your vehicle should be indicated by a red circle. Down in the lower left-hand corner, we have a button to access our welcome menu. From here, you can access our main menu. From this menu, you have access to things such as an address lookup, My Places or recent searches, points of interest. You can browse the map or search locations by entering latitude and longitude coordinates.
Enter city name or zip code. Enter street name.
You may have your desired results appear on the right-hand side. You can select it.
Enter house number.
The vehicle routing profile selection screen. It is important to note that the ALK truck routing profile that is automatically selected when viewing this page should include the dimensions of your vehicle right below it if entered correctly in ground traffic control. If the dimensions listed below ALK truck do not match your vehicle's dimension, please select one of the routing profiles below that do match closely to the dimensions of the vehicle you are driving. Once you select the appropriate profile, select Use Profile at the bottom of the page. You will then be presented with a map with a route to your destination. You will also have a button down at the bottom for alternate routes for you to choose from. Currently, with our example, we do not have any alternate routes to choose from. Finally, when you're ready to navigate to your destination, you will simply press Go.
0.3 miles ahead, go west on Cascade Avenue South and then turn left on South Todd Boulevard.
If you are ready to clear your destination, you will simply click on the Welcome menu button in the lower left-hand corner and press this Clear Destination button, followed by End Navigation. Let's go ahead and hop back into our main menu. And let's talk about My Places next. You will have two different tabs. You will have a Recent tab and a Favorites tab. Your Recents tab will include any recent searches that have been completed. And if there are any of these recent searches that you would like to move over to your Favorites tab, you simply press this star plus on the right-hand side. In order to access your favorites, you click on Favorites and you will see any favorited addresses appear. Now let's talk about our points of interest. You will have access to some recently searched points of interest, or if you want access to more categories, you can click on the button. From here, you'll have access to many categories. Let's go ahead and look up truck services. Let's go ahead and look up truck stops. This will now search for nearby truck stops. I will select my desired truck stop, and if I want to navigate to that truck stop, I will simply press Go. If I want to favorite that truck stop, I can favorite it by pressing the star. Let's go ahead and show you guys how to add routes. Down in the bottom of the page, we have additional menus. The menu directly to the right is our routing menu. From here, you can view your intended route, or you can plan and edit a trip. Up in the top right-hand corner, you can add additional stops. You can select additional stops from searching up addresses manually, or searching up My Places from either recent searches or favorites, or searching up points of interest. You can also go to a location by picking it on the map or entering GPS latitude and longitude. Let's go ahead and select locations from my favorites. So now that I have 3 locations on my Edit Trips page, if I want to change the order of the route, I simply press on this button towards the right of the address, and from here I can move to the top of the list, I can move up just 1 level, I can move down just 1 level, I can move down to the bottom of the list, or I can clear the destination. I also have a way of showing it on the map or adding to my favorites if it is not already on my favorites list. Once you have your trip set, simply press Calculate Route, select your routing profile, and your route will appear on the screen. And finally, let's go over some settings that you may want to know about. Our settings for map display, our guidance settings, driver views, speed limit, language and voice, GPS settings, sound settings, and finally, unit of measurement. And lastly, in order to close down our navigation application, you will want to press the back arrow button located physically on the tablet. Once more, you will be presented with a pop-up screen to select Yes to close the application.